Crystal and Luke,
Yes.
along with their 2 dogs, have noticed what's happening in their neighborhood.
There's like 2 of them there. There's even more down further.
Apartment complex after apartment complex going up in downtown Colorado Springs.
There's a lot of them coming in.
Of course, they live in one too, because they feel like right now it's their only option.
When we moved from Florida, we had a house. We decided to move to an apartment for a while just because we didn't want to deal with the real estate market.
And they're not alone, as we've seen the continuous high demand for apartments across Colorado Springs.
The Pikes Peak Housing Network says all of this new construction is helping the city catch up to that demand.
In 2022, we permitted almost 5,000 units, and those units now in 2024 are coming online as witnessed by all of the new apartment properties downtown.
Jill Gabler, the Housing Network's executive director, says though in a few years we could see the opposite. This year there's been a 90% decrease in apartment permits, which is a good predictor construction will also decrease down the road.
We haven't had this dramatic of a shift in the last decade.
She says the future construction slowdown could lead to higher rent prices.
As any supply and demand, economists will tell you, if we don't have enough housing, then rents will go up.
I think it's due to a number of factors.
Thomas Garmong, the former president of the Housing and Building Association of Colorado Springs, says higher building costs could be another reason fewer permits are getting pulled.
It was a lot easier to get cheaper money during those COVID years. And basically multifamily builders were using that to finance projects. Now that those cap rates have increased, it's much harder to finance those projects.
But he says a boom and a bust in this market is typical.
Being built, yeah, because it's all.
Crystal and Luke say they're hoping to become homeowners once again, but are waiting on that market to welcome them back. In Colorado Springs, I'm Maggie Bryan, News 5.
Now, although construction is slowing down in Colorado Springs, the amount of people moving to the city is not. Looking at U.S. Census data from 2020 to 2023, Colorado Springs' population has increased 2%. Right now, the population is 488,000 and is projected to reach 600,000 by 2040. Aurora is the closest city in our size. It's also grown by 2% in the same time period. Denver's border is locked in, surrounded by other cities, and has only grown 0.1% in those 3 years. Castle Rock, while small in population, has grown by 11%.